today. From Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Fielded in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Breida, the ball carrier.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
A gain of 26
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Looking to pass. Tua. The ball is in. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
He was looking to get it to Parker again, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 13 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 13-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Here's Carr to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Raiders have taken the early lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And the 2nd down throw on target. He's going to go Albert Wilson. And touchdown. Albert Wilson, 78 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
So all even at 7 now. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. He was brought down by Kabu Grugier-Hill. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
At the 23-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. There he goes, left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, 77 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Miami set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the Raiders have got him. Raekwon McMillan in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
3rd down. 3rd and 15.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Raiders 14, Dolphins 7. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he stopped immediately there.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
There on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Lawson on the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. They'll find Williams on the slant. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Now Carr. Reception here by Rhodes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
1st and 10.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Running is Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards.
And he's caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Breida, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Jacobs now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
No gain on the play.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Carr. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add on to their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
To kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. 2 and now on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Corey Littleton, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days of going for a receiver because they need a quarterback to run it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs. As the first half is winding down, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Field goal, a 21-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will do it for this first. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. As we count down through the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They clinch the top spots, so the road to the Super Bowl, it runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here, partner, to say, okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play down the stretch. We've clinched. We're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the #1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you in the playoffs by going out and being really impressive down the stretch.
Absolutely, and you want to take momentum into the playoffs. There's also pride on the line for these guys individually.
Yeah, momentum and pride. Yeah, I'd make room for them and put them both in uniform.
Once again, it's Jacobs. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in the cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 83 yards. And the silver and black continue to roll.
For the point after.
Partner, you know the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Tua finding Williams for a Dolphin first down.
Miami.
On the delay, here's Breida. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
13 yards.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Pass incomplete with the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Now it's Breida.
Matt Breida.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of...
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He will push his way down to about the 14.
Breida.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
And it's third.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. Breida loses it. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
At the 15-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They go with Jacobs. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They'll take over.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Coverage by Keith.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Preston Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep.
get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL. It's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about it getting it done? Proud of it.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Yards to go.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Tua. Over the middle here to Wilson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
complete.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First and goal.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
To a zone. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Is under review.
And this is one of those big.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's Tua. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Raiders 49.
On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work. And we get a peek at the kind of game he's having. It's been a good game. 8 catches now, Charles.
Everyone likes to spread the ball around. They want a lot of people to catch it and touch it, get a lot of guys involved. But sometimes when you have the hot hand or a person who's just really taking care of business in their part of the field, you have to keep going back to him.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. There's that man again. It's complete. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
Carr going to throw here. His throw caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 24-yard touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
One final try for Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw